Now, for our next story, before we really get into this one, I want to go and talk about a recent event that happened a couple of weeks ago, and that is regarding the Nintendo Direct. So, you may recall Nintendo put out the new Nintendo Direct for the month of June, and there have been a lot of opinions that have been passed around, and for me personally, I just thought that it was okay. It wasn't a terrible one. There were some things that were exciting to know about that Nintendo is going to have coming soon. Like, honestly, I did get excited when I heard about the new Mario and Luigi game with Brothership. And then, of course, that ending with the confirmation that we are going to be getting Metroid Prime 4 Beyond. That's going to be coming out next year. And, of course, the new Legend of Zelda game, which for the first time ever on a Nintendo console, we are finally going to have a Legend of Zelda game where we can actually call the main character Zelda. But the rest, however, I just thought it was They didn't necessarily pique my interest, so overall, I just thought it was like, okay. I could understand that there are some that they definitely liked it and like they felt absolutely excited by many of the announcements that they made, but for me, it wasn't as memorable as some of the other Nintendo Directs. Especially when there was one announcement in particular that I was really hoping for, and unfortunately it didn't happen. Like, they announced a DLC for Illusions Island, they announced this Looney Tunes sports game, but not for the one that I was really hyping for the most. But it was revealed, apparently, that Disney just wanted to wait the week after to have its own announcement for one little detail about this game. Not just about the release date, but they also decided to reveal much more than that. So with that said, let's go and see that reveal by taking a look at this brand new trailer for the highly anticipated remake, Disney Epic Mickey Rebrushed. And that is Disney Epic Mickey Rebrushed, to which it is officially confirmed that not only can you get this on multiple consoles, including PC, Nintendo Switch, Xbox One, Xbox Series, PS4, and PS5, but you can actually go and get it on September 24th of this year. And on top of that, you could pre-order it now. And I gotta say, when this trailer came up, and especially seeing our boy Warren Spector actually talking about Epic Mickey once again, oh my god, did it put my heart in a flutter. It brought me back to 2010, when all the hype and the announcement of Epic Mickey was revealed, and you see Warren Spector and his old crew at Junction Point just talking about Epic Mickey. Honestly, it just, it brings me back to a more innocent time, like, when we first heard about Epic Mickey, when, like, all the possibilities of, like, this dark and twisted Disneyland-themed game that would be coming out. Oh my god, I just felt that same kind of excitement just return all over again. But on top of that, this is not just to go and reveal the release date, but this is also to go and reveal the Ultimate Collector's Edition that will be coming with Epic Mickey Rebrushed right over here. And the stuff that they have include, if you go and decide to go and get the collector's edition of Epic Mickey Rebrushed, what you will be getting includes a 28 centimeter Mickey Mouse statue. By the way, for those of you who don't understand the metric system, that's almost a foot high. So this is going to be a pretty big statue. And I'm not going to lie, this actually looks beautiful. I would even say that this actually looks better than the figure that you would get in the original collector's edition of Epic Mickey. It actually looks beautiful, especially like when you got a more splatified Mickey, like you see his, you see his body that is just like, not necessarily melting, but you see like the goo that's coming out of his body, and also with his brush that you see the paint just like flowing around. This definitely looks amazing, and definitely the centerpiece of this collector's edition. So this alone, I am excited to go and get. But on top of that, you also get 6 postcards of what seems to be concept art for the remake of the game. On top of that, you also get a steel book of the game itself. So instead of getting the the regular case that you would get with the game, you can get the steelbook version of it. You also receive a little Oswald the Lucky Rabbit keychain. This, what they say is a vintage Mickey Mouse tin sign, which honestly, it looks like a license plate, but it is decorated in Epic Mickey Rebrushed. And what I consider to be the most interesting of the additions is that it comes with a costume pack. And honestly, this is one thing that I feel like this trailer just overlooked, but it should be analyzed a little bit more, because it looks like they're going to be bringing back the classic the feature that we got in Epic Mickey 2. Now, I'm just going to go and state this right now. I'm not really a fan of the sequel, Epic Mickey 2, The Power of Two. In fact, I think, honestly, the game kind of sucked. But one of the good things that it actually did, one thing that I actually liked that feels like it's a bit of a plus compared to the first, is actually the introduction of the costumes, that you could go and change Mickey's costume and have him dressed up as whatever. Like, you could dress him up as Steamboat Willie, you could dress him up as the Brave Little Tailor, you could dress him up as the Sorcerer's Apprentice, and not only do you update the look, but you could also give him some new abilities that would come with those costumes. So it looks like that feature from Epic Mickey 2 might be making a comeback with Epic Mickey Rebrushed, especially when they're already going to go and give out the Brave Little Tailor, Steamboat Willie, and this old football-looking one. Like, yeah, like Mickey, yeah, like this one where it looks like Mickey is ready to go and play football back in the 1920s. So if these are more than just costumes, if it's more than just for the aesthetic, and they actually do come with their own special abilities that you can go and use and actually take advantage while you're exploring around Wasteland, that is already going to be a massive plus. And I think that's going to be a great benefit that will help enhance this game. That, like, one thing that will give it like a step up from the original Epic Mickey, where you would get that extra spice and think about like little additional strategies of what you can do with whatever costumes that you may wear. I mean, they're not necessary in order to play the game, but they could definitely go and help you out, rather it be to go and make you stronger or to collect more e-tickets and stuff like that. That is one thing I am curious to see, and what are they going to do with Epic Mickey Rebrushed, and especially to know what more are they going to deliver in terms of those costumes. What other ones are we going to get? Is it just going to be the same ones that we will be getting from Epic Mickey 2, or are they going to add some new exclusive ones? I don't know, but I guess we're going to go and wait and see when, again, the game does actually come out. But so far, it does look exciting. And it is also worth mentioning that technically this isn't going to be exclusive to when you're going to get the collector's edition of Epic Mickey Rebrushed. If you go and pre-order it right now, then you could secure that you can have you can have these costumes, even if you're going to go and get the original edition. So in that regards, like, that's already a bonus that many people are just easily going to go and get. But it's more the physical stuff that really is the big highlight for Epic Mickey Rebrushed, that you would go and get the statue, the postcards, the tin sign, and the keychain, and of course the steel book as well. Those are the main reasons why you would want to go and get the collector's edition of Epic Mickey Rebrushed. However, there is a catch with all this. Before you would go and make your pre-order immediately, there is one crucial piece of information that you must know, and that is regarding the price. Now, they didn't necessarily say it in this trailer right over here. But it is revealed, and I'm going to be using my source here on Nintendo Life, that apparently the price for the collector's edition of Epic Mickey Rebrushed is going to be $200. Yes, it is $200 if you want to go and buy the collector's edition. And by the way, it is also worth noting that apparently it will be a limited edition as well. Apparently they're only going to be making 5,000 of these. Now, I don't know if this means that they're just going to be making 5,000 in total, or if it's going to be 5,000 for each console. Like if there would be like, if there's going to be like 5,000 of the Switch or 5,000 of the PS5, but either way though, it is in limited edition, and especially if you want to buy the collector's edition, it's gonna cost you, and it's gonna cost you quite a lot. And I know that this is the thing that is really dividing people. This is the thing that, honestly, it's kind of like a make or break deal if they really want to go and have all this. If all this really is worth $200, and a lot of people have been detracted. Like, they would go and immediately say, hell no, they're not going to go and spend $200 just on a measly keychain and a freaking Mickey Mouse license plate. They ain't going to go that far in order to go and get that game. And I just want to go and state this right now. Honestly, I completely understand where you are coming from. This is not necessarily something that anybody could go and just buy so they can have the cute little bonuses along with the game. This is something in which you'd have to buy if you love Epic Mickey. In fact, even Warren Spector himself actually said it right over here on the trailer. Like, he actually stated that this isn't for anyone. Like, this is actually for the most dedicated fans, like in his own words.
We're releasing a limited collector's edition available today for pre-order. Here's a sneak peek.
Well, okay, it's like literally just before, like right over here.
In console. Not only that, but I'm pleased to announce something special for the ultimate Disney Epic Mickey fan.
So basically, you have to be the ultimate Epic Mickey fan. Which, honestly, there's one thing about that trailer that I personally find it to be pretty cool. Because, like, for me, I listen to that and I'm like, I'm the ultimate Epic Mickey fan. What do you have in store for me, Warren? But yeah, that's the thing. Like, if you really want to go and get the collector's edition, you have to love Epic Mickey. You have to be, like what Warren Spector says, the ultimate Epic Mickey fan. Now, am I going to be getting this? Oh, absolutely. I think I'd be disappointing people if I don't get this. For sure, I want to get my hands on all these things, like especially for the statue and for the steel book. Like, those are the main things for me. Like, I definitely want to go and get my hands on it. But the thing is, for me, it's perfectly understandable. I am a major Epic Mickey fan. In fact, people on the internet still refer to me as the Epic Mickey Files guy. So, of course, the Epic Mickey Files guy needs to have his hands on the Epic Mickey Rebrushed Collector's Edition. But if you are not a major Epic Mickey fan like myself, then it is not recommended that you go out of your way and spend $200 on this. Otherwise, if you're not like a major Epic Mickey fan, then how the fridge are you going to explain that you spend $200 on a godforsaken bunny keychain, a bunch of postcards, and a license plate with a freaking rat on it? How can you explain that? No. But if you love Epic Mickey, then this is definitely for you. And of course, this is something that is definitely for me. But overall, though, I will say that with this trailer and with this announcement, honestly, it really makes me happy. Not only do we know when this is officially going to be coming out, but on top of that, the nice little bonus of seeing the Epic Mickey Rebrushed Collector's Edition, see all the nice bonuses that we're going to get. And on top of that, the hidden little announcement that we're also going to be getting, well, not customizable, but we're getting costumes within the game where you could dress Mickey Mouse however you want. Honestly, I think this is fantastic. So, if you are hyped up like me on Epic Mickey Rebrushed, then keep in mind that the game will be coming out on September 24th. And with that said, I would like to go into the chat wall, and I'd like to ask you all, what do you all think about the release date, but especially, what do you think about the collector's edition? And also, will you be getting your hands on Epic Mickey Rebrushed Collector's Edition? Are you willing to spend $200 on that special Collector's Edition? Let me know what you think. All right, let's see what we got here now. Let's see. All right. I've been waiting for its release since it was announced, and I'm very happy that we finally got a September release for the remake. The collector's edition looks really cool, though I don't think I can afford it because it's expensive and it'll only be sold in limited quantities. Still an awesome surprise. As for the latest direct, I'm very hyped for the comeback of Mario and Luigi, and I just laugh when anti-woke people complain that Zelda is a main character that you could play as. Like, come on, don't. Yeah, I mean, of course, whenever there's woman, suddenly it's woke. It's, you know, it's the same thing like how they feel with Metroid and stuff like that. If a woman is not a serving man, then suddenly it becomes woke. If it's not fueling their misogyny, it suddenly becomes woke. And it's like something that they just cannot comprehend. Let's see now. What else do we have here? Disney and THQ Nordic are going all out for this release. I'm sadly going to have to get the standard edition, but I'm still excited that we're getting the game updates for modern consoles. When I saw Warren Spector come back for the remaster, I knew we're in safe hands. While this and Marvel vs. Capcom Fighting Collection Arcade Classics 2024 is the year of Disney video game remasters. Also, AniMat, don't you have a video series centered around this game that also is due for a remake? That's another story right there. I cannot say right now. I'm not gonna go and comment immediately on that. I know I had in the past, but I ain't saying anything. You know, I mean, like, first I want to get the game itself. Then we will talk about the Epic Mickey files and if there's any potential future plans. I mean, we'll see. I cannot say anything as of yet. Let's see, what else do we have here? What are the comments? We'll go here. Someone who really enjoyed the original Epic Mickey, I am also excited for this remake. I love the visual update of the game that the game got. The gameplay stays true to the original, and the new additions are cool, like the costumes from the second game. So overall, I cannot wait to get my hands on it. Also, one thing I did notice from the trailer is that it seems that they are reusing the 2D cutscenes from the original instead of updating it. Yeah, that, you know, honestly, that is a good eye. That is actually true, that if you do look in the trailer, you do see those same cutscenes that we got from the original, the same cutscenes in which the style is inspired by the artwork of Mary Blair. And that is one thing that, honestly, I heard a lot of people would go and discuss about, like, if they don't know if is actually going to be released or if it's actually going to happen. But I know there's a lot of people that are asking if in the cutscenes, would we get actual voiceovers, like more so than just Corey Burton playing as Yen Sid? Will we also get Mickey, Oswald, and Gus talking throughout these adventures? And that, from the looks of things, I don't know. I'm just going to say right now, I could be wrong, but I would not be surprised if they would use those same cutscenes along with just the descriptions. I don't know. But then again, I will say, one thing that is missing from all this is that we're not seeing any subtitles. So that is honestly interesting, and maybe that could be one thing that might prove me wrong. So maybe there are voiceovers, but we'll just have to wait and see when the game does get released. Let's see, what else do we have here? Let's see if just want to see if okay, no, not that one. Okay, well, we'll go with this. Hot dog! It's great that we're finally getting more information on this remaster. As someone who grew up with Epic Mickey 1 and 2, this is really cool to see. I'm still hesitant on getting it since I still have my game in my Wii console. I'm glad that Epic Mickey is getting a second chance for the people who haven't gotten a chance to play it. Also, I'm not surprised about the Ultimate Edition. I've seen other editions that are a lot more pricey. I mean, yeah, I get it. Like, yeah, there are definitely a lot, there are definitely more expensive special collector's editions that are out there. But still, though, $200 on one video game is a massive price to pay. That is still pretty expensive right over there. Like, honestly, like, I remember, like, I will admit, like, I am guilty of doing that before. The last time I really did do that is that I actually bought the collector's edition of Tears of the Kingdom. In fact, actually, since I'm here, I actually got it. Just hold on a sec, folks. Let me just go and grab it. It's just right over here, actually. Like, I got it right over here. Like, I actually did buy. I don't know if you can. Yeah, like I know with my filter here, it's not really showing and it's like really blurry. But yes, I did buy the collector's edition of Tears of the Kingdom. Like, it definitely is expensive and it was very hard to get. But I will say, I'm honestly really happy that I got this. And even the bonuses that were included in this, like, they're definitely great. And they are a little bit similar to what we got with with what's been announced for Epic Mickey. So that's just one thing I wanted to show that, yeah, I mean, it ain't my first time buying a collector's edition, and I don't know, it might not be my last either. I am guilty of getting those as well. All right, I think I'll read one more comment and then we're gonna go and move on to the next story. Let's see. I'll go with actually I'll go with 2 right over here. I'll say that I've never been this optimistic for this kind of game merch since SpongeBob released the BFF edition of Cosmic Shake in highlight of the BFF Nicholas and the awesome Sweet Victory statue. And just by seeing what we have here, that just grabbed my interest. That is just getting the game, then just getting the game alone. I did play Epic Mickey once before, but I never really completed it. But for sure, I want to know what are the updates on this game. I wonder though, does it have a version with his pupils? Well, I mean, if they have the Sorcerer's Apprentice costume, then they probably will, because like if you play Epic Mickey 2 and you dress Mickey up like in the Sorcerer's Apprentice, they actually do give him his pupils. But you know, and it's funny that you do mention Cosmic Shake, because this is from Purple Lamp and THQ Nordique. This is from the same people that created the remake of Battle for Bikini Bottom and Cosmic Shake. So of course it would make sense that they would also do that kind of treatment for Epic Mickey. So I thought it would be worth mentioning. All right, let's see what we got here. This is something I am definitely keeping my eye on. I remember greatly enjoying Epic Mickey on the Wii, so seeing it getting, in lack of a better term, new coat of paint looks promising. I don't know if I'm getting the $200 edition, but I will have it on my radar of games to look forward to on PS5. Something to cleanse my palate since Infestation Origins is also coming out this year. Exactly, so once again, now that we finally know when this is going to be coming out, and also you may have an idea of which edition that you may get, so keep in mind that if you are as excited as I am for Disney Epic Mickey Rebrushed, then keep in mind that it will be coming out later this year on September 24th.